Question 12 is another one that there were lots of people got zeros, but really you could have got 4 here just by starting off the question. That we're talking about a tangent, so we've got to find its gradient, so we need to differentiate this thing. You know that sine differentiates to cos. You know that cos differentiates to minus sine. There's a y here, so you've got to put a dy by dx next to it. And remember that numbers differentiate to give 0. So you're going to get a couple of marks just for showing that you can differentiate. We want the tangent to be parallel to the x-axis, and so this tells me that the dy by dx must be equal to 0. And I could just put dy by dx equals 0 there, and that tells me that I'm trying to find out that when I want it when cos x is equal to 0. Inverse cos of 0, of course, gives you pi over 2 on the calculator. Now, a little bit annoying here in that the range of values here, and so normally you'd just do 2 pi minus that, wouldn't you? 2 pi minus pi over 2 will give us 3 pi over 2, and we don't want that one because it's not in range. And so if you roll all the way back instead and say, let's just take 2 pi off that, there is actually another answer at minus pi over 2. So I've got 2 x values here. Once you've found out the x values, we need to find out what the y values is. So we'll stick them back in here. So we've got the sine of pi over 2 plus the cos of y equals a half. And the sine of pi over 2 is, of course, 1. So I've got cos y is minus a half. Inverse cos of minus a half, of course, gives us 2 pi over 3. Again, there'll be a second answer here, and do 2 pi minus it, unfortunately doesn't give us the one we want, so flip round again, and there's another answer here at minus 2 pi over 3. So, well, I've got a couple of answers already here then, haven't I? Let's just summarise those answers. So I've got pi over 2 and 2 pi over 3. That was from that one there. And then I've got pi over 2 and minus 2 pi over 3. That was from there and there. But I'm not finished. I've also got this one here to do. So let's go with this one here. I've got the sine of minus pi over 2 plus cos y equals a half. So this is 1. Minus 1 this time. And this gives us cos y is 1.5. So that one actually hasn't got any solutions. So we've just got those 2 solutions there that we had from the first part. Well, look, all this trig here at the end got a little bit complicated with the rolling round because of the ranges. But really, we want both marks here. We really should get another mark here and another mark down to there. That would be the really 4 out of 7 would be a score everybody could get.